All right. Let's get out there, get after it. Motivation, meditation, inspiration. If it's not one of the three, I don't want it. If people start following you around, just walk up to them and say hello. Don't make them think, oh, you don't see what's happening. So let's go ahead and start getting into this. All right. So next time somebody tries to follow me around, I'm going to walk right up to them. Okay. And I'm going to let them know that the next time they follow me around, I'm going to file a restraining order. Okay. So I'm not playing anymore. Let's get back to this motivation, meditation, and inspiration. When we put ourselves in a positive place, when we put ourselves in a positive ability, it brings you to a place where your mentality opens up. It brings you to a place where your vibration starts to become it. And the mentality that I ask myself every day is, what I'm doing today, is it motivation? Is it meditation? Is it inspiration? Because if it's not one of the three, I don't want it. And the mentality that we carry inside of ourselves, that we carry inside of our beings, that we carry inside of our process, is what matters. When you're going through challenges, when you're facing off against things, it's where your mindset is. What is it that you're working towards? What is it that you're working on? And so motivation, meditation, inspiration is about that. It's about finding that vibration inside of yourself, finding that mentality, finding that ability. And so here we are focusing on that kind of a level, focusing on that kind of a place. What types of things do you ask yourself on a daily basis? Where is your mind? What is it that you're looking to go through? What is it that you're looking to work on? You might have had things happen to you in the past that brought you to a place where you realize that you put yourself right in the position that you're in, that the things that you're going through are you. And so how do we manifest a mentality, a level of focus that goes beyond that? We have to know ourselves that no matter what the challenges that we're facing off against, that we can overcome those challenges. And so, I heard a guy, you can only be staring at a wall so long. Yes. It's not staring at the wall that does the work. It's putting yourself inside of your mind. It's putting yourself inside of your ability. It's your mentality to overcome the challenges that are going on inside of you that I do meditation for. And so the vibration on the outside comes from within. This means that if you're not in the right place, or that positive place within your being, where the people that you're having around you are bringing you towards positivity, you got to let them move out of the way. You got to let that part leave your vibration. I look at the blessings, the things that we go through on a daily basis, right? So I could sit there and go, poor me. I had an abusive wife that literally threw phones at me, that left and went to another country and claimed things that aren't true. Or I could say, this is a blessing that this person left my life. And the way that I see it, the process of the things that we have and that we're going through is a part of our being. It's a part of our blessing. It's a part of our process, that the people that are not meant to be with us and not meant to be in our lives, when they leave our lives, it's so that things that are positive can fill your space. It's so that things that are positive can find their way towards you. See, I understand that people try to plan things out. They try to do things against you. But you see, the thing I also understand is that the universe, the universe that we live in, is a place of vibration. What you vibrate, what you put out there, is what you're going to get in return. What you manifest, Okay? What your being, your vibration puts into the universe is what's going to come back at you. And what is it that you are manifesting? What is it that you are working on? What is it that you work through on a daily basis that sets you aside from anybody else? See, motivation meditation is about that. It's about finding that way to overcome your challenges. It's about finding that way to become your human being. And inside of our presence, inside of our challenges, inside of our ups, our downs, our I don't want to get ups to today's a great day, lays your vibration. Okay? I look at these opportunities that are coming my way. I look at these challenges. I look at these abilities. I look at this place, and the only thing that sets it aside is the mentality. What is it that you're thinking? What is it that you're working on? What is it that you're working towards? I ask myself this question every single day. Is what I'm doing today, is it motivation? Is it meditation? Is it inspiration? Because if it's not one of the three, I don't want it. And so when we manifest, that kind of mentality to where we're so focused that what happens, the things that we write down, the things that we speak, the things that we put our energy towards start to become. We start to see a part of ourselves mold. We start to see a part of ourselves open up. And internally, you start to believe. Internally, you start to manifest. Internally, you start to become. I remember being in the gym a few days ago, and, this guy came up to me and he said, I seen you online. I seen you online. You're that guy in that pose that I seen online in that lotus pose. Okay? And I've been doing this for 8 years. I've been manifesting this. Okay? Before I started doing videos, I was writing down the things that are going on inside. Like walls that we have are walls that we've learned. So if we learned those are walls, we can also unlearn our walls. Like positive forces work in a way in which the car can go around the corner and see through the fog. That if you could see through the fog and know that there's the path in front of you, that you can make it through it. That the negativity is represented by the fog in your life. What a beautiful thing that is. Because without that fog, you wouldn't focus forward. Without the challenges and the things of finding the equation. Okay, you want to talk about the universe? Let's go ahead and talk about the universe for a second. Universe has its own view. Okay? It's not your view. It's a view of your path, that you are a part of this universe. And when we start to see from universal understanding, from positive and negative forces, from not allowing what society has cracked up to be good and bad, but Newton's third law of motion, for each action there is an equal and an opposite reaction. And recently, I've come to realize something. A lot of people, they say, oh, this is good. This is good. That's a good job. That's a good place. That's a great thing. That's what you get to keep, just good. What do you want in your life? What do you want for your vibration? Do you want more than just good and bad? Do you want positive things to happen towards you from a universal aspect? Can you elevate your mind to hear what I'm saying? Can you elevate your being to become a positive force in this universe? a positive place that you can eliminate the things that aren't motivation, that aren't meditation, that aren't inspiration, that aren't using your level of focus, your ability and knowledge, and your discipline to bring you closer to your goals. This is the type of life that I want to live. Light and dark, positive and negative forces, positivity becoming the choice. Are we manifesting that level of discipline? Can I get an amen on that? That this universe is a blessing. That we are not here to leave. We are here to understand this equation, that we are a part of this process, to enjoy this life, to enjoy this ability, to become manifested within ourselves. That we are proud to be who we are. That we fall in care with our breaths, that we fall in care with our vibrations, that the things that we do and the places that we go and the people that we speak to, and that, you know, our vibration becomes our manifestation. And so positive and negative forces is what's at work here, guys. Are you seeing Newton's third law of motion? For each action there's an equal and an opposite reaction. Now, I want to use Steve Harvey's quote here. You have not because you ask not. When you ask this universe for something, expect it not to happen the way you want it to happen. Expect the universe to we're talking about you have not unless you ask not. So if you're going to ask the Most High God of this universe, if you're going to ask this, the source within this universe, it's not going to play by your rules. It's not going to play by your ability. It's going to play by your level of focus. It's going to play by your ability to focus, to know that it is going to come your way. That you are going to go in the direction that the things that you ask for can become possible, can happen for you, can happen within you. Are you focusing to that level? Are you in a place where the things that aren't meant for you have the ability to move out of the way? Those negative forces move out of the way, that the positive forces might fill that space. See, we look at ourselves. We don't look at the whole journey. We don't look at the next page. We don't write our things down that we might be able to achieve them, that we might be able to ask the universe for them, that we might be disciplined enough, that we're focused, that we're in the right place for that positive thing to happen. You know, I am so grateful because one of my dreams in life is to be a motivational speaker. It's to speak in front of 1 million people. It's for 1 million hearts to be touched. For that person to go home, for their family to be able to be like, wow, this person is a light in this universe. This person brings me closer to myself. And yeah, this might cut deep like a knife in the universe, and it's intended to. The intent is to make you a knife, to make you so focused that the challenges, you know, reading this book by Yogi Bhajan, The Master's Touch. Okay, I've been doing meditation with or without the book. It doesn't matter. This stuff comes way before I even had this book. Okay, you can look back, and I look at it, and I read this quote, and it says, "People that meditate cannot be taken advantage of." Okay, it is up to you to focus to that point. It is up to you to manifest. It is up to you to become. It's up to you to achieve. It's up to you to want to become a light in the universe. It's up to you to want to go towards that kind of place. It's up to you to choose to be positive. It's up to you to choose the things that are positive and negative in your life. And if you understand that they can have equal and opposite reactions, that negative and positive forces work in your favor, then you will be able to start to turn those negatives into positives. It's up for your mentality to convert. It's up for your mentality to go to a higher level, to go to a place with a manifestation that brings you closer to your ability to have a higher level of mentality. I'm going to say this again. Your ability enables your mentality. So how are you enabling your mentality unless you put time in to bringing yourself to that place? One of those places that I enjoy to do this is inside of a gym. I enjoy to sit down and do meditation in a place. I enjoy to have a space where I go, where I actually sit down, where the vibration is in that place, where energy and people are working out, that I might be able to work out my body, mind, spirit, and the soul, the energy within ourselves, the focus, the knowledge, and the discipline to do that on a daily basis, to do that in such a way that we utilize our being. See, a lot of people, they ask, I just don't have enough time. Well, Arnold Schwarzenegger answered this question. Arnold Schwarzenegger said, oh, you don't have time? You make the time. And you might be like, I don't know how to do that. It means if all you can do is sleep for 3 hours a day, because your shift's 16, 18 hours, you got to spend at least an hour, 30 minutes, 20 minutes, something on yourself, something in your investment, something in your environment. And so here we are talking about this. See, the people that have achieved high levels of mentality have found a way to make just a little bit of time for themselves. You know, in car sales, I used to find it where I would work 6 months straight. Then you would take a 3-week vacation, Monday through Sunday. Okay? 6 weeks straight. 6 months straight, 3 weeks off. And it's okay to apply your mentality in ways that are bringing you closer to yourself, as long as you find an investment for you. Now I want to talk about sales for a moment. I know a lot of you are going through a time right now where you're out there, you might be looking for jobs, you might be going through a time that's rough, that's not really been felt before by you. And that a lot of people don't understand that our mentality is what brings us height in life. When we give ourselves permission, okay, to believe in who we are. I'm going to give you an example. A lot of people think that customer service is not sales. Okay, let me go ahead and say this again. A lot of people think that customer service is not sales. Okay? Let me ask you a question. When you went to your boss, or if you're the owner of the company, did you have to get that customer? Did you have to service that customer? Do you get a paycheck? Do you get paid? Did you get paid from that customer? If you answer yes to any of these questions, you're doing sales. Okay? So there's only a reason why you allow yourself to settle for less. And that is because you don't believe in yourself. When you believe in yourself and you believe in your being, that you're worth more and that your value is worth it. See, that's what salesmen do. They believe that their value is worth more, so they're willing to go after it. There is a quote, and one of the most famous people of speaking, Eric Thomas, one of my favorite motivational speakers, you know, who slept in abandoned buildings, ate of trash cans, said, in Africa, a gazelle wakes up and it's got to run. In Africa, a lion wakes up and it chases after and gets after it. What are you? Are you a gazelle? Are you always running, or are you going after it? Are you manifesting it in your life? Are you finding ways? Because I see a lot of gazelles out there. I see a lot of people that are settling just to run, not to chase after their dreams, not to get after it to the point where they are out there grinding. You know, there's days I pull 12 hours drive time, 14 hours drive time. You know, it's like the mentality it takes to achieve one's being is a vibration. And that's why the vibration is so important. Your vibration, your ability to find that way to get up, to find that universal equation, to find that you have what it takes within yourselves. You know, I think about how a few days ago, about a week ago, my back tire got a key in it. Okay. It was about 100 degrees outside. And I tried to drive the vehicle from the McDonald's not even 8 blocks down the street to the Pet Boys to get this removed and get a new tire put on. And the tire caught on fire. And so I pulled over. And this guy looks at me. He pulls over. He says, I'm going to help you. Thinking, universe, you brought this to this place for this purpose, for this manifestation, for this part of my being. And here I am, in this space, in this place, in this manifestation, in this vibration. Let's go ahead and let the universe work. I tried to call to get the tire replaced. He said, hey, no worries. First wrench doesn't work. Second wrench. Hey, let me call my mother. Calls his mother up. Mother brings the right wrench. It's down in front of us. Explained my situation. She says, I understand. Be strong. Find a mentality inside of yourselves where you could be strong in times when you don't see that there's a way out. When you see yourself as the solution, you will come up with the solution. You will find the way to overcome the challenges. It is inside of our mentality where the vibration becomes possible. I went to a Kia dealership. And I go inside the Kia dealership. I say blessings to the guy. And I say, you know, it's about the vibration, okay? He laughs and he goes, And it was wonderful because I understand that for each action there's an equal and an opposite reaction. And what's positive in one person's life is not always positive in another, but to understand the universe has a way of dealing with all of those things. If somebody does something truly horrible to you, realize that the universe will do it. when we don't think about good and bad, but we're more focused about the positive forces that are happening in our own lives, when we're letting those things go out of our way, when we're working on the parts of ourselves, when we're working through the places inside of ourselves, when we're working on the mentality, when we're working on the vibration, it's not always going to be easy. It's not always going to work out the way you expect it to. It's not always going to happen the way you think it's going to happen. It's going to take your ability to recognize that will open you up to what you need. You know, I'm grateful for the hard things that I've gone through, because without those hard things, I wouldn't be here right now. And I heard something from Steve Harvey. It went something like this: if you put your mind to it, if you put your mind in a place and you set after a set of values and a set of mentalities, then eventually you'll get to keep them. And I want a positive life. I want a positive vibration. Though people have not done great things to me, I am so grateful, because they brought me to the place where I am now. The place of vibration within. The place of vibration where it's sitsu, unstoppable. And you know, we all are on our journey. And one of the things that I've come to realize is that people join your journey in the universal allotted time. Universal allotted period. You know, at 35, I'm still realizing just how young I am. Just how much growth is coming. Just how much manifestation is opening up. You know, I done had almost every part of my body destroyed and brought back. Done sat down and had my hips displaced, center vertebrae out of place, neck elongated. You know, had my shoulder torn apart. I've had my arm hit by a truck. I couldn't walk for 2 years. Here I am, in a place of positivity, in a place of mentality, in a place of ability. And what it takes is a mentality that you're going to find a positive way, that what you have going on inside is worth it, that what you have going on is sitsu, unstoppable. When we manifest the light from within ourselves, when we shine with a light so bright that what we have going on uplifts other people, then my friends, we become so disciplined at being ourselves, being on this process, allowing positive and negative forces to process to go through our lives, to bring us towards positivity. See, if we don't have those negative things, how can we have positive things? And when we are going through difficult times, when we are finding ways to open up our minds, open up our knowledge within ourselves, to liberate that part of who we are, to free the mind to become the vibration, then we start manifesting from within who we are. And I look forward to doing that. I look forward to finding that place. I look forward to utilizing that part of the being. And I would suggest you guys to do that inside of yourself. See the positivity in the negative situations, that you might turn them positive, that you might uplift people through being yourself, that you might liberate not just you but other people from your story, from your journey, from your path. This is Motivation, Meditation, Inspiration. I truly hope that you all are inspired. I truly hope that you all are growing. I truly hope that you all are manifesting. As I close, I just want to say blessings to you all. Blessings, blessings, blessings. As always, namaste.